Orange Gaming System video. Today I'm going to be making a level around the breakable blocks. Now I know this has been done before by other people, but why not? Let's join in. These are pretty cool. You can stand on them, but basically you can't die to them. Like, if you jump in from the bottom, they break. If you run into them from the side, they break. So, my idea is to start off by making the layout in this video, or at least part of it. I've already set up my invisible group here, which I'm going to use later, because all my, layout stuff is going to be on layer 0. We're going to decorate it later. So, my first idea is I want to introduce this mechanic. So to start off, I'm going to have a section where you have to jump on them. And of course, I'm going to start off by using pretty basic spikes, just sort of like generic spikes for the layout, and then we can change things, figure things out, how we want to change them later. So like here, the spikes are set up so that you should hopefully not be able to break the block. I'm hoping. You know what? If it's possible to win while breaking the block, I could not care less. So then I'm gonna have a spot where basically your only choice is to ram directly into them. Because if you jump, you die. And it's also going to be really close to that, so you don't even really have time to jump. Now, I'm not going to do sync, because I've literally never done sync in Geometry Dash before, and I do not feel like learning. And, you know what, it's good enough. We're just going to leave it like that. I could put a bit of a nicer song for now. We might change it later, but yeah, let's use bass after bass for now. So that's our level so far. We literally just introduced the mechanic, and now we need to explore it. So my first idea is to build like sort of a thing where you have to quickly climb up the breakable blocks. It's not anything crazy, just still getting the player used to the mechanic. And let's just see, so if I just build like a structure like this, then you have to like climb up the breakable blocks. Still not hard, but I don't really do hard in the first place, and also why not? We want to start easy. Now I'm thinking we get the first appearance of the jump orbs in this level. Now, it's not like I'm introducing a new mechanic. I mean, like, jump orbs. They're jump orbs. You know what I'm thinking? I don't actually have to use these hitboxes this way. I can literally just... It works. These are all the hitboxes are gonna be invisible anyhow. In fact, I'm actually gonna turn all of the necessary hitboxes into, square hitboxes, because it'll actually make it much easier to just turn the hitboxes invisible and none of the breakable blocks, because I still want the breakable blocks to be visible. Oh, and also we're going to do selecting with spikes and all that, but still. I can just use the selection filter, which I believe I have on, and just select all. Yeah, select filter on. Doesn't matter. It's not like we're doing it right now. Okay, so, start position. basically, if I just, like, place an orb there, then you already make it onto that. So if I just, like, move it a bit, there we go. Now I can just sort of, like, add some breakable blocks like this. Ugh. Did I mention that I'm bad at this game? Actually, I don't think I've mentioned that before in, like, any of my videos, but yeah, I suck at this game. I've never been, I mean, like, that's just, like, it's not a problem, I'm just not that good at it, that's all. Anyhow, it is a really hard game, though. So, yeah, this is a pretty simple section. Wait, did I seriously just... Yo, wait, what? That gives me a really good thought. What if this was a solid block? Okay, hang on. I'm so bad at this game. I know, Ooh, that gives a nice difficulty spike. And you know what? Let's just have some breakable blocks. And just sort of like, the challenge is getting in between all these. These so that you don't fall, but you also don't die to the block. That's actually a cool challenge, I think. If you try to jump too early, you die to this block. So you actually have to jump around the middle of the orb. Great. And here we have the part where I struggled to beat my own, just a single section of my own level. Oh my gosh. Oof. Is this even possible? To test my deceiving, is this not possible? Okay, yeah, I cannot beat my own level this way. So let's just, change it up. So let's just return to what it used to be. I also am not going to use very many change for this level. Okay, that could be interesting. Because, like, I don't really like how that ends up working. What if I put, like, a solid slab? Yeah, but then, like, that's it. It's just a slab. That should make it so that you're able, so that you can't just completely win. You know what? It's fine. It's probably just gonna make things harder for me. Okay. You actually have to jump really late here, because, oh my gosh. Okay, I just jumped way too late. Okay, it's not a problem when you... Okay, so that's done with. So now that we're done with this section, I'm thinking, what else can we use with the breakable block? I'm already running out of ideas, and we're only 8.5 minutes in. Wow, time really flies. Maybe we have like a sort of maze section that's also a tricky platforming section. It's like you have to figure out whether you should fall or not. It's not like it's difficult to determine that. Like, you actually have to think about it. So, like, my idea is you jump up there. Spike. You jump again. I know you can't see my finger, but then you like, jump onto the first... Hang on, I got an idea. Now, if I free move this, you jump up here, you jump here, and then you fall down there. I'm not sure it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. And just sort of see what... Okay, perfect! That's literally what I was going for. So, like, and then you have just, like, I guess a block here to work. Nope, you can jump onto that, let's see, if we just put 2 blocks down, that should probably work. And then, like, you have a chain. I'm gonna not use the chains until decoration, which almost certainly gonna come in another video. This is one of my first levels we've actually been able to lay out. Okay, yeah, you jump and you literally just die. So here's my idea. So you jump there then, in order to get, and then you land on this breakable block thingy. I don't know, I'm still kind of figuring things out. And then you jump again. The thing is, it's really hard to enforce not jumping, because anything where you're going from a 3 to a 4 can literally just be completely cheese. What's going on? Why can't I move the camera? Okay, that worked. So yeah, like now there's no real, so I guess I could, just sort of make something over here. Because that should work. Yeah, and then if you fall, what happens if you fall here? Ugh. I'm like instinct. Okay, that could be interesting. Okay, that gives me a really cool idea. What if here the path like splits in two? But like neither path is like easier or anything. Well, it sort of depends on your skill set whether a path is easier or harder. Like the bottom path, you have a flat trip. You have I haven't used any tall spikes yet, so let's like have sort of a thing like this versus what about like a quad spike with a pink orb? Hang on. Okay, yeah, that literally leads you right into it. So then I put the pink orb in, and you get right over. Cool. And then if you take the bottom path, yeah, it's pretty simple as well. And yet I'm struggling to beat it. Okay, cool. So now it's a sort of a choose your path sort of thing where you get to decide whether you want to take the bottom path or the top path. Hang on a second. I just want to do this because I think it'll make decorating a bit easier. I mean, I can make changes. I mean, I need to stop saying I mean. Anyhow, because everything's going to be on like a separate layer, and if it actually is going to be decoration, and that doesn't have a hitbox at all. So, and the hitboxes are still going to be the same. Okay, so, let's just give the whole level a run through. Apparently phased right through that, go right through that block. I don't know how or why I did that. Seems like you just jump really early. Anyhow, then you have to climb up here, click on that orb with the right timing. Oh yeah, I'm bad at this game. Yep, and then you jump on. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna place a start position there because I'm lazy and don't want to go through the whole level again. So then you jump, fall, and then you get to choose your path where you want to go up or down. They're both about as difficult, although I might judge the bottom path as slightly harder. Just because the time is a bit more close to like a little bit more than it's a bit more than a double spike, whereas here you just have to click and click the pink orb. It's not that much weird. It's not that much of a difference, but still I think the bottom path is harder. So then I'm wondering if we can maybe make an interaction between the breakable blocks and a dash orb. Let's try that out. Delete all the start position, and then we want the start position. Okay, it doesn't really. interesting. Hang on. Let me look at this. Like if you're slightly off, then the breakable block can actually direct you to be perfectly aligned. That could be interesting. It's like the breakable block allows you to get perfectly aligned, then we could probably do this. And it's not even difficult because the breakable block basically force you to be accurate. That's pretty cool. The main thing is the breakable blocks just make the whole thing a lot easier. Sure, but hey, who said that the new mechanics are only used to make things harder? In fact, the only point I think where they actually made things harder, like just existing, like, I mean, most of these sections are literally impossible without them, because they rely on the breakable blocks. Like this beginning section, seriously need to figure out how to, like you would, like without the breakable blocks, I guess you could very precisely time your jump. Like you jump here and then you jump over that triple spike. It'd be so much harder though. So that was a point where it actually made it harder. I mean, here without the breakable blocks, you can't jump high enough, so you just die. Here you would not be able to click the yellow orb late enough and you just die. There's, well, I think this part you actually could potentially make it through. I mean, it's just as hard as the other ones. You like jump, except it's a lot harder. So you jump. I'm not sure if that last part is possible because, well, yeah. And then you have to take the lower path. So you jump there, and then this part, you have to be pretty precise with the dash orb in order to not end up dead. Okay, we're done with that. So yeah, the breakable blocks actually make a lot of it easier or possible. I'm wondering if I can make the breakable blocks challenging. I have no idea, and also, this video's just feels like a lot of me talking for like 18 minutes so far, so we're gonna be done for now. If you have any ideas for sections, post them in the comments, and yeah, we're done. That's it.